Everybody want to know why Drake now decides to answer back to Pusha T. And why he going at Pusha now. And this is bad move for Drake because Pusha could do this, Pusha can do that. Pusha T has the lyrical capacity to best Drake any day of the week. But Drake ready for him now. You see, this is what people don't understand is that when somebody's a stronger MC, if you scout them before you get into the battle and you got a good game plan, you're ready for whatever they throw. Drake is ready for whatever Pusha T brings, or he wouldn't have spoke. Y'all have to know that. It's not overconfidence. It's about positioning. It's chess. He got Pusha boxed in. He got your boss. People be like, he the president of good music. Who the owner? Presidents get fired. If it gets too hot, he call Ye. And be Ye, yeah, cut off his mic. It's just that quick. So this is nothing that Drake can't handle. Pusha didn't even really want it like that when they interviewed him the first time when he threw the shot. But Drake wasn't in position yet. So if he responded back in 2012, it would have been moronic for him to do that. Because Pusha can hand you with your hat. Drake got bars lined up. He's ready. He's ready. His thing is he just got to make it a hot song and then give people an album. People was like, man, why is he always doing this? Because he's seeing now he's been accepted since back to back. Y'all accepted this drop a line and y'all waiting and hanging on every last word Drake says. So he knows all he has to do is drop a couple of smart lines against somebody and then get out and talk about something else. Y'all gonna be so hung up on the line that you're gonna be promoting the song anyway. So now he feel like he can just take shots and say it at anybody. Because he's in a position now where it's hard to diss him. It's like Jay-Z. It's like, how you gonna diss Jay-Z now? It's only two people that can do it, and Drake is one of them. Y'all remember, he took a shot at Jay in the magazine. Jay Counter, Miss Drizzy, and all that stuff, and thought it was going to phase Drake. It didn't budge him. It didn't knock Drake out of position. It didn't do anything to him. Jay can't hurt him. And Jay know that. Jay's like, I'm not in a position to battle that young bull right now because he's doing it. He's got the people. He got Future. He got everything else. To be with him, I got to team up with people like Future. And he trying to come back and get with the Calix and all these guys and come back in the game for one more hit. But my thing is, why you doing that? You like 600 years old and you out here with these young boys. Pretty soon you got to realize maybe this ain't for you. Maybe it's time to sit back and collect your money. You already made your chips. It's time to sit down. But he can't give up the spotlight. And that's why you got people like J. Cole in the dark. You think Dre out there like, man, I got to have my album. Come on, Kendrick. Get on my stuff. Then I'm going to follow it up with my joint. He didn't do that. He let Kendrick be Kendrick. I mean, Dre got money. That's what you do. When you got money, you sit down, you chill. That's what people do who have money. They made their money on the game. It's time for these young boys to get in the game now. You know, you go do shows, do your old hits. People love your old stuff. Go do that. We do not need to hear a new Jay-Z album. We don't. That's ego. All of that is ego. There's no love for the music. None of that. It's just all ego. He got to be on the center of attention. He got to be the one up there with them screaming Hove and all that stuff with the shades. He bouncing his head. Yeah, it's all ego. He can't get his money, sit down somewhere, and just be with Beyonce. He can't do that. He got to be in the mix. He got to be on stage. You know, he was doing his little features like, yeah, I'm going to just do my features, and then I ain't got to worry about making no album. You know, Jay-Z, that was keeping me on stage. Now it ain't enough. He got to have a secret album come out. Everybody going to want to hear what Jay got to say. It's retarded. It's like time to let it go. Meanwhile, we got rappers like J. Cole. We can't even get them in the studio. They talking about retiring. Man, put out a classic album, and now we got to talk about retirement. Why? Well, you got a guy that want the spotlight. Can't sit down. He want to reintroduce himself one more time. As if we don't know his name. You see, Diddy just sat down. Diddy put out that Money Making Mitch and said, okay, I'm done. I'm retiring from the music game. You ain't finna see me out here diddying it up. You know, I'm on this tour, this bad boy tour. Everybody finna get paid. Now, when I'm done, don't say Diddy owe you. Alright? Diddy done took care of all y'all. So can nobody say Diddy owe us. Diddy took care of all of them. Now, they not children. Everything they do now is on their own. So Diddy's like, look, y'all cannot say I owe you a dime. I've done my part. I'm done. Everybody's waiting to see this boy fall. Drake. Your mama's watching. Daddy's watching. Nobody want to see him succeed. They just waiting on him to fail. When is he going to fall off? When is going to be enough? When he going to say the wrong verse to the wrong person? People was trying to stir up the Kid Cudi. Cudi's in rehab. He dissing. Nobody cares enough about Cudi to even care because they know his rehab stint is just something to get attention to so people could still work with him when he come back. Like, man, I was messed up. I was in rehab, man. That's why I went because I was in trouble. I ain't mean what I said. That's what that's about. And that's why Drake still threw the shot. Still threw the shot at him like, screw him. That's how big Drake is right now. So the Kid Cudi incident won't break him. People ignore the fact that the song wasn't even good. The bars was better than the song, you know. So it was like, okay, well, the song wasn't even that good. But people still didn't care because they had something to hang off of because it was a diss towards Pusha T, and it's a line for Pusha T, and there's a line that's probably for Meek. There's a lot of lines in there you could have put with a lot of people. You know, one was for Cudi for sure. One seemed like it was for Pusha. Then you could have gave it to Meek and Jay. You know, you could associate a lot of bars in that line and that song for everybody. But that's why every time Drake mentions something in a rhyme, people hanging on it because they waiting to see if they're going to hear another back-to-back or something. They want somebody to step up. And that's what he's become now. So now all he knows he needs to do is just make an album. You make an album with good hit songs and you follow it with a diss or some reference song that's dissing somebody else, you got a hit album. Because people are stupid now. After back to back, he came out with Hotline Bling, and that was the perfect combination. Hotline Bling, after you just come back with back to back, oh, killed it. Killed it. Knocked it out the box. Summer 16 come out, people's like, oh, it's a Meek Mill diss record. Summer 16 is a Meek Mill diss record. Unbelievable. That's a diss record? But he had a reference in it and to Meek, and it officially became a diss record. Meek Mill had a song in response, supposedly, to that record, War Pain or whatever. People like that War Pain. And I'm like, it didn't really suck. It was actually all right. But it just dissipated and went away. Why? Because Meek wasn't doing nothing else. He had nothing to follow it up with. He had nothing to keep anybody's attention. That thing faded away. He had like some song dissing 50 Cent. But you see how people don't even remember it? I had to just bring it up. People are like, oh yeah, he did have a song. People ain't gonna remember that. All they care about is what Drake's gonna do. If Drake don't respond to it, it disappears. That's how big he is, because you know why? He follows it up with work, with songs. How many times have you seen Meek Mill do anything? Featuring Meek Mill, featuring such and such. He wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't on anything. Featuring Meek and featuring nothing. He wasn't in the game. He was just sitting on the sideline following Nicki on tour. And like, look, man, I made $4 million. It's like, okay, you made $4 million. You want to know what Drake made? Because he out here working. And that's what's wrong. The work ethic isn't there. When you lazy about it, and you rolling around in Rolls Royces and all this, kind of hard, I guess, to go back to work. But you letting the dude that got more than you outwork you. That can't be me. Y'all see me make these videos, y'all be asleep, and I got videos popping up. When y'all woke, I got videos popping up. I go and do work in the course of my day. I come back, I got videos popping up. Every time y'all turn around, 24 hours a day, you got videos from me popping up. You don't believe me? Go to my timeline and look at my videos. And you going to go, wow, I didn't even see him put this up today. That's how I work. Consistently working. I don't have an off day. I work 365 days out of the year. Period. We can't take an off day. We push, push, push. Work, 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 work. Y'all know it. I'm already on it. The other guys, they take breaks. They nap. They party. Me, I work. Now, I will squeeze in a movie and do stuff, but I take people with me. I just went to Vegas. I took y'all with me. I showed y'all everything. So even when I'm chilling, I'm working. I ain't gonna show you no sex videos, though. I was not the type that's finna film stuff like that. But tomorrow, I might have a 10 video day. I'm not kidding. Because I got a lot to say. A lot went on, and I'm going to talk about it all either tomorrow and get it off my chest. It's your boy Carcino. I'm out, Sam. Subscribe, follow the playlist, and that way you'll be better off following the playlist. So that way you can stay caught up on all the new stuff that's jumping out. Because if you follow the playlist, I'm quite sure it'll pop up in your recommended. At Twitter, I think I'm at Carcino on Twitter and at Carcino on Instagram. I'm out. It's your boy.